your main man brings you good tidings of the Book of True Names. That's right. Right here in my hands, the hard cover and soft cover for the Book of True Names off drivethrurpg.com. Go there right now and get your physical copy. You can also get your physical copies bundled with a PDF if you choose, or if you need to get within the Ring of Fire. If you haven't gotten the hottest role-playing game on the market, the deepest immersive, most role-playing centric, linked, deep, dark fantasy game with intuitive, seamless, immersive components that are going to bring out the absolute best of the players in your RPG group. You can hit me up on Facebook at Anderwood or Main Man. Just send me a friend request. It's linked right on my page. There's no reason for you not to do it. And you can get a bundle with all the PDFs that will ever come out for Within the Ring of Fire. The first 5 are out now, and I'm working on 3 more right now. Who knows how many will come out. A great bargain, a great save. It's the best deal on RPGs you'll ever find. 75 bucks every PDF that will ever come out for Within the Ring of Fire, and some extra bonuses, and you'll get your PDFs before anyone else. So that's something you can hit me up about. Or if you just want PDFs, I sell them a little bit cheaper than they go for on DriveThruRPG. And pass that savings, so I pass that savings right along to you, the Barbarian Horde. Put as many of these copies on digital media and on physical copies out there as possible to spread like a wildfire the RPG revolution from raw immersive games. Now, I'm gonna open this up. This is, as you can see, it's not gimmicked. Neither is this one. So, and I don't have a knife, but I do have long fingernails. And we're going to put those right to use here. I'll let you guys have a look in there. The Within the Ring of Fire. The Book of True Names. Looks quite nice there. I love these little gimmicks here. They're really nice packaging. Okay. You can see artwork by Captain Gothnog, Alex Gillette, and you can see the front, and the artwork is of course wraparound, so you see more of the holes there. The raw immersive logo, Within the Ring of Fire logo. You have it right on the back here. You know, some information about what's in the book. Let's go ahead and open up the software before we get any further here. These just came. It is there's much snow still on the ground here, and these are quite cold right now. I just got them. For some reason, the guy, there's a little mailbox out there. For some reason, the guy just shoved them in, both of them, I guess. Maybe he was worried about them getting wet if they're put on the ground. All right, so they can see the. So there are 2 of them here, so I'll show you that. So those are your options. Softbacks, of course, a little bit cheaper. And for those that don't know, DriveThruRPG, excellent binds, excellent books. You know, they're print on demand, but they look, you know, I mean, they look perfect. And within Ring of Fire, we use all the high-end options, everything. It was the highest end option we used because we wanted to make sure that the product was the absolute best quality possible. So you looked at this, you went, "Whoa, yeah, that's all right." Some of the other companies, I know some of the Old World of Darkness books that they put up there they used some of the cheap from what a lot of people have passed on to me, some of the cheap paper and so forth, but you know, the paper we used, there's a bunch of options on there. We use all the top stuff, so you're really gonna like this. It's really interesting. It's always a cool feeling that comes over me deep in the gouye, if you will, baby, when I'm looking at the actual book. You know, a printed book and a PDF, they just look a little bit different. So here, let me probably like to find some cool artwork here just to show you guys. Oh, that's wonderful. There's so many good pictures in here. You know, as we go along, the product continues to get better and better. The editing, the layout, the artwork, better and better and better with every book. And this one, I was really impressed how it came out. But I'll just give you like an example there, I guess. You can see the interior layout. And you can see here. I want you to see right there. You know, we have the all these sort of occult sigils and symbols of elemental aspect and magic, and you can see that we have pictures and artistic renditions of each of the esoteric paths of the Magi. Oh, here you can see a nice one. True North right there. The Isle, Magic. The Isle of the Magic Powers, as you can see. I don't know if that's going to show up well. It looks like it's coming off dark. But you can see, you know, the, I don't know how well it's picking up. This is not white. This is all, you know, sort of creamish color with the ever so slight amount of, I don't know, very, very light orange to it. I mean, it looks great. The thing is full color. In fact, you know, and it's very impressive. There's an enormous amount of artwork in this book. You know, you can just, another possible picture there. Hopefully the light, I don't know if the light in this room right now, it's right on the edge of twilight. And just so we have like natural light coming in, and it might be unfortunate for the video quality, I don't know. There are just some really excellent, one of the Jotun right there. Hopefully you guys can see that okay. But let me just tell you a little bit about what this is about. What you have here. Well, let me just kind of read off right out of the table of contents, and you can go and look on drivethrurpg.com as soon as the book's up there. This video might be up before the book's up there. The book might be up first, but there you can preview several pages, so you can have, you know, a kind of a better look at what the PDF looks like. And again, it's just a big throw for me, so I'm a bit distracted here, looking down at the, you know, this tremendous amount of work. And not only myself, but a large number of other people put in to realize this. I like her to show you that picture. These are a lot of spirits, but let me just read right over the table of contents so I don't forget anything in my enthusiasm. So we have chapter 1, the Magi, the Magi callings, the Dominus, the Necromancer, the Oracle, the Summoner, and the Witch. Chapter 2 is Ghosts. You can even make ghosts as a catalyst. In fact, I might even still be open now on Raw Immersive. Go to Raw Immersive Games forum. We have like a like page or something. Probably should take that down, but just the forum. There are about 1,000 people in there. Again, Google Plus, Skype games, even local games are popping up all the time for Within the Ring of Fire on that site. Someone's running a game, or all the catalysts are playing Ghost in Within the Ring of Fire. So we go through Ghost and we expand more here on that particular sort of entity. And we make lots of distinctions between ghosts and spirits and the various types of spirits. I'm not going to go through explaining that because I'm already over 8 minutes here. But it goes ghosts. Then the next the chapters, they go. Spirits have levels, as you may have seen in 77 Thrones, the Theological Codex. If you haven't, pick it up. You'll be doing yourself a big favor. I'll tell you that much right now. But you'll see a spirit level, and that goes from 1 to 10, and there are you know, these higher levels, these divine levels. But the lower level of spirits are here, and we start off with facets. They're number ones. Aspects are number twos. Lars are number threes, and the Lars are really get into a lot of stuff. You know, like your succubi, as the newest read Feywild would have seen. And there's just a ton of spirits there, and the spirits break down on type depending on what divinity it's associated with, from what spiritual line, where it plays into the spiritual hierarchy of Kavega Thale as to what elder creator is associated with, and then to what god or other divinity that it is associated with can have a great deal of influence over it. I'd probably do a whole video to explain that. But you have angels, daemons, and not like D&D daemon. There's, you know, the daemons were a natural spirit from the Greek world, you know, and much the same here. And it brings a lot of things in. You know, you have your trolls here, your Jotuns, your angels, your fallen, your ascended, descendant, fallen angels. You have your demons. You know what I mean? There you go. That's what a demon is. You know, like classical mythology, old Judaism, and the early Christianity. The thought that demons were viruses, the blindness and muteness, the leprosy. These things were demonic things. And imagine that with an intelligence beyond yours, and all it wants to do is get inside you and breed in your flesh. And that's sort of the sort of dark horror, you know, that I want to evoke through this. And disease is a very big, very terrifying part of Within the Ring of Fire because it's realistic. It's a scary thing. It's something you relate to. Definitely not something to be brushed off like it is in many fantasy games, in my estimation. And then you have, of course, your Asuras, who are, you know, your level 4 spirits, your Yod, your Oni, your you know, really powerful demons like a Melodist. That is in fact a Melodist. The same ones, if you've looked at Aramon, that come and make deals with warlocks. You have then in chapter 7 the golems, the demi-golems, the golems, and the incarni. There's a lot of different types of incarni, and these are things created by binding spirits into different sorts of vessels, much like you know, it's done in Kabbalism. So there's a lot here. The demi-golems are a much weaker type, and the golems are obviously much stronger. And incarni take on actual sentience, and they, you know, that can be a problem for someone. We also have one of the infamous embers, a true star ember in Kvegathel, Kolkoth, and you get to read about Kolkoth, even a picture of Kolkoth. There are very few embers that at this point I've actually published. It's one of the first embers that I would say that degree of information has been brought out on. And we'll be bringing out more information on some of the other embers in the game, the characters, the non-player characters. I always hated that term. But those will be coming out to some degree. You know, not like here. You know, here's a book of that or something, but just a few sprinkled here and there that have had lots of requests for, additional information, though it's also sprinkled in. You have, let's see, magic items and relics. So magic items are also covered. Magic items are there's a lot of ways magic items are created, but we go through, and this book shows you how to create the magic items. And magic, remember, it's not mystical items. We're not talking about relics, but we are as well. This book also details how to create relics, and these are done by your clergymen or your magi. And we talk about sacred practitioners of magi. The magi, of course, is the old religion of Nithraxu and of the 44 trolls. So you have your Maleficent, and you have your sacred, your wholesome practitioners, and the divergence there. Talking just a little bit about the politics there, which are quite deadly. And then in chapter 8, which is magic items and relics, and we list off a few really spectacular ones, such as the wig of luxuriousness. And you know, you want to be luxurious. I mean, why wouldn't you? Let's see. You come down to chapter 9. The book has 9 chapters in it. And chapter 9 is advantages, and there are a lot of advantages. I think this book has, in fact, yeah, this book has the most advantages in it outside of the saga book. So you get a lot more advantages if you watch. In fact, I think we're going to be playing tomorrow around 5, 6, and George's game, and you can just check my channels. I'll definitely be promoting it, but we're playing episode 2. You should definitely check out episode 1. I play a character that is largely based out of this book, an Ulfar, an ogre, an Ulfar, which means is descended from an Oni, the greater spirits and servitors of Opiate, the very powerful spirits of the dreamland, fey creatures who watch over dreams and handle a lot of business on the strange agendas and the mysterious ideas of Opiate. The dreamlands itself made manifest by name, but there are scion advantages which you saw. In fact, even I think there's at least one scion advantage in the saga book, but there's a ton of scion advantages in here, and they build. You know, you buy this one, then you can get this. You know, going down further, there's more information about the void. There is just a ton of stuff here that you can use in terms of making those bloodline types. If you You know, instead of having like a Dungeons and Dragons type game where you just, or if you're a Typhon, you're just a Typhon forever. You know, you can, much like old Greek stories, you would have, you know, the son of Zeus, and he would maybe not be that balling at first, but he would keep getting more and more balling. But he would be like that god blow would be manifesting, and that would be done through the system of advantages. So you would keep laying that out by buying more advantages. You're like, okay, well, maybe my great grandfather was, you know, something like a Jotun, you know, a giant, maybe a demon, or an angel of some variety. So you just buy that thing, and then, you know, you keep working it up, you know, as opposed, or you might work it up a lot more, say, if it was your father or your mother, and you can tell those stories, and you can take on strange different looks, and it essentially ups your playable types. You know, if you were to look at that in terms of a species, so like a Dungeons and Dragons game would classify it a half-breed, a bloodline, that sort of thing, you would be looking at into the thousands of playable options now, because you can use, so many of them can go to so many different species, not just, well, this is a human. No, it's, you know, this is an ogre, this is a Farum or Vigish, this is a nymph, what have you, which can really bring a lot of difference, a lot of interest to the game. I wouldn't necessarily, remember, always consult back to what you want to do with the Focus Your Saga. Not everything is not intended to be used in every game. You know, just say, well, make what you want. Tell them what you want your first part of the game is, and then make sure their concepts make sense in that. But there's another chapter header art, which Ring of Fire is famous for. You have that, and then you have the little quotes. You introduce more and more embers that you can just pluck out and go, oh, well, I see a quote by this individual. Let me think about that. Maybe it will spark your imagination. The game's, after all, intended to spark your imagination. It's intended to stoke the fires of your own creativity with little plot hooks and ideas to make you go, but yeah, I mean, there's tons of advantages in here. As a player and as a flame tender, not speaking as a creator or writer, but just as a player, I fucking love this stuff. These these advantages are like, it gets my mind. I'm like, I get this character, this character. It's just a storm of ideas to create all sorts of different things. Yeah, I'm just looking at it, man. Even right now, I get lost for a minute, maybe thinking about all these great catalysts I could portray. It's, I mean, this is one that's been extremely anticipated. People talking about the Magi. Personally, and leave in the comments below if you already have. Look at your names. What's your favorite Magi? Me personally, I like Summoners best, followed by Necromancers. Like a lot of people in that Witch. They're like the Witch. Some people that say they're like the Oracle. A bunch of people like Dominus. As of course, obviously a lot of Summoner and Necromancer fans too. That's not going to be a rarity. And I think you're really going to like the way summoning is done in this game. It's definitely not your Dungeons & Dragons style card. Just always drove me berserk in games, because it just makes no freaking sense. There will be no celestial monkeys. I'll tell you that right now. But I will tell you this: go to drivethrurpg.com and get your copies. Pick this up. I even know some people out there that aren't even RPG players. They just watch the channel and get into it. And I picked up a couple of the books. This is one you can sit down and read, much like 77 Thrones, and it largely expands also in ways on what base information was presented in 77 Thrones. Yeah, I just want to show you guys everything. So yeah, but we got the trolls as well, the 4 types of trolls. So yeah, you can definitely go get with that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I don't know if that was kind of dark, like it showed up that well, but it looks cool. And that's Lou right there. So big ups to you, Lou, for that one. But oh, yeah, there's another one, and there's an orc. Look at that piece too. I'm looking at this. I'm sorry, I'm a little blown away. I always get a little blown away when I see these books for the first time, man. It's, you know, just a couple thoughts in here, and then you got something like that which I can share with the world, really. You guys can go pick that up. And if you haven't picked up Within Ring of Fire, if you're of the mindset, oh, well, I want to learn a new system, this system will take you almost no time to learn if you understand how to play any kind of fantasy, any kind of role-playing game, really. You'll go, oh, okay. It doesn't have any weird rules. It should take about 10 minutes for you to explain the entire game to someone. In terms of the rules, the lore in the world is rich, and that's not something you really need to explain to them. You just have them, you know, 10 by 10 mile area, and you can do a lot in a 10 by 10 mile area, you know, in medieval times. Not that this in any way parallels Earth, but in medieval times, people did not go very far from where they were born usually. So, you know, keep that in mind. People don't have to go from one side of the world to another. Though you can. And there's plenty of information in the set to do that. There's 5 books now. For everyone that has picked up Wizard Ring of Fire, big thanks to you, true believers in the RPG revolution. And for those that haven't, watch the videos, the live plays out there. Those live plays, put them together. They're gonna blow away. Whatever else you see, and you're gonna love it. You're gonna want more of it. You're gonna get with it, and you're gonna bring this to your table. I'm very confident, and I'm very proud of it. Very pleased as well with how it came out, with the contributions of so many members of the team as well, which a big thank you to everyone there. But if you have the book, leave your comments below. If you're looking for more information on the book, feel free to leave your comments below, or come and visit Raw Immersive Games. Hit the join button. You're coming in, and you can get all the information you want. Trust me, there's lots of people there that will be very enthused and excited and happy to talk to you about the Book of True Names and Within Ring of Fire. So I'm gonna give you guys one more. I think I'll pick this. Yeah, pick them both up. One more shot there. Oh, and by the way, I definitely don't need 2. So if anyone wants to buy this one, it will perfectly if you're in the United States, because it'll make it a little easier to ship. Hit me up. It'll be just normal price, but I can. It'll be the first. It is the first printing, and I will note that on the book for you and autograph it as well, so you can get that, and it'll just be the same normal price of the book for the soft cover here. And just hit me up on Facebook. It's probably the easiest way to do it. All right. Well, thank you guys for watching, and thank you for all the support for Raw Immersive Games. Pick your copies up today.